go and share. I'm doing the same. Let me just do that so that we can get talking. All right, today is such a lovely, I don't know if it's a day, it's a night, you know, we're celebrating 1 year, yes, first anniversary being on YouTube. You can tell I love cameras. I just love cameras. I can see all these cameras looking at me and I don't know which one to look at, but we're going to just have a great celebration together and just getting a few people, you know, to come live with us. So let me do this because I need to actually get I need to get some people to, yep. So if you've joined us, please go invite friends, go and get all your friends, go and get them on, tell them we are live. Yes, I'm just doing that. I need to share. Okay. I need to share. Go and invite all your friends because today it's a celebration day, so we're just going to relax. Okay. Let me just inform some people that we are live. We need to celebrate together. All right. I think I need to get some of them from here. Here's the phone. I need to get some from there. I'm failing to pick them here. Okay. Okay, please, if you are watching us, okay, there we go. So let me share. It's first anniversary, so it's all about celebration. It's all about celebrations, and thank you. I see Barbara, I see you there. Okay, please share the video, let many people come so we can gather and celebrate together. It's first anniversary being on these cameras where we are talking to multitudes. It's been such an amazing journey. Yeah, it's been such an amazing journey. So I'm just waiting for a few people to gather. So please go get your friends. Go get your friends. Go and invite every person so we can have a great time together. All right, I'm waiting, I'm waiting, I'm waiting. Okay, from my laptop, I'm not seeing. Can I see some people on my phone? I need to see the comments. Okay. Thank you so much for those who've joined. Lucy, Esnat, I see you. Pastor Given, I see you there. Kabalu, Blessed, Gary, I see you. Oh, wonderful. Victoria, wonderful. I see so many of you there. And then let me see how the people that I have on the YouTube channel. So I've got to learn now how to move from Facebook to YouTube. Somebody ought to help me here. I have to see those that have joined us on the YouTube channel. Thank you so much. Oh, Dr. Matilda, thank you so much. Thank you for showing up. We are just today, we are just celebrating. You know, we're just in the celebration mode. Nothing too serious. Today, I just want to relax and just enjoy this moment. You have no idea. You know, let me give you a testimony. You know, for maybe I would say 10 years, yeah. You know, many times whenever I spoke to people, whenever I shared, you know, my testimony, or I shared certain things with people I taught, a lot of people would tell me to say, oh, why don't you go on YouTube, you know, because there's so much content that you have. But I really want you to understand, it's not just about having content, it's about preparation. I needed to prepare. I needed to get ready. I needed to have the right team, you know, for me to get onto the YouTube channel. Because many times, many people, when you just find that you can say something and people are clapping for you immediately, you are on social media platforms, you're on Facebook, you're on Instagram without content. I needed to prepare content. I needed to know that I'm ready to actually hit the road or just get onto the ground running. And that's exactly what happened last year. We had to now just get together with so much content that even up to now, there's so much content that hasn't been aired yet, because we've still been, you know, really, you know, learning a number of things and getting the right audience, because it's very, very important. When you know your brand, when you know what you are called to do, when you understand who you are, when you are able to define the who you are, it's now important, or it is imperative for you now to define your clientele. Very, very important, because if you don't understand your clientele, you are going to be like an octopus. One moment you're talking to these people, one moment you're talking to the other audience, one moment you're talking. It's important for you to understand who are your major, you know, who are your major clientele. Who are those people that you're supposed to be reaching out to? It is very, very important for us to have that basic understanding. And that's exactly what I had to do, because I knew that, you know, I had content, I had something that I needed to offer to society, but I needed also to have that understanding so that I know who am I called to, who am I going to be talking to. And with the definition of my clientele, now I know exactly what I'm supposed to be talking about. So you will see that when you get to my YouTube channel, you'll find that there are times I wear the cape of a business coach, a relationship coach. I'm a performance-driven, you know, specialist. I love, you know, to be hands-on. I love to teach things that are practical. I'm not a theory person. You know, I love to see whatever it is that I'm teaching. I want to see that thing, you know, come to fruition. And so you'll see that most of the business talk, they're very structured with some activities that you'll be able to undertake even when you've listened to some of the things or the teachings that I get to bring out. That is why most of the members that I get to mentor, I give them a lot of activities. They needed to do the profiles, they needed to do their photo shoots, they needed to get themselves on social media platforms, guided, you know, guided so that, you know, they understand exactly what is it when they get onto social media platforms, what are they posting? What is it that, you know, the audience is looking out for? Because we are in the global village. And so whatever it is that you bring onto the social media platform, one day it will get back and it may smash back at you, especially if you're not too careful what you're bringing out. And even when you're looking for a job, you have to understand that the first thing somebody will do is Google your name. If somebody wants to marry you, the first thing they'll do is Google you. And so when I'm wearing that, you know, cape, I'm very, very professional. I live, you know, I talk what I live, or I live what I talk about. It's my life. So everything that I get to teach people are things that I have done myself, or that which I do myself. I get to bring an alignment, with one's career. So I will break it down. I'll talk about a man's career, a woman's career, and I will get on to breaking down the two, because you will see that there are certain things that affect women that don't affect men. I remember when I did some of the recordings concerning a woman's career, or the impact marriage has on a woman's career. These are things we can't avoid. And so I've done a series because it is something I've lived. I'm a married woman, and I've understood the impact that marriage has had on my own, marriage has had on my own career, and the things that I was able to apply in order for me to succeed. And so I've taught many girls, I've spoken to so many women who are married on how best they can, I don't call it balancing, because you can't really balance, family and career. I talk about prioritizing, ensuring that whatever it is that you're doing, you give it 100%, 101%. So if you are in the marketplace, girl, you need to lift your chest, you need to lift your head, you need to be in the boardroom, lean in, and concentrate. You are not going to be in the boardroom or in the marketplace and you are missing home, you're missing your baby, you're missing your husband, and you're bringing the emotional, things that were taking place at home, you're bringing them into the marketplace. Now, these are things that I get into the details to talk about, because I know when you succeed in the marketplace and you succeed in the family, your life will never be the same. And that's exactly how my life has been. I have managed to succeed both in the marketplace because of the principles that I've learned to be an entrepreneur, and the things that I needed to apply, the things that I still apply, and how I keep on improving and adding value, especially getting myself into different workshops to just enrich my mind. I had to do another MBA just for me to add more value to my brain. These are things that I do. I'm big at career enhancement. Now, that's an area which I've been dealing with, and I'm really going deep into talking about those topics. But then again, I changed the cape. I wear another cape, and I know my clientele are believers, but not just believers in general, like just Christians. Usually I get attracted to leaders, believers, but those who've got some leadership, values, or those that aim to become leaders, or that aim to be deacons, or they aim to be pastors, or something like that. They're just leaders in some way. Those are the people that somehow I get to align with. And so you've seen that when I wear that particular cape, I'm not just pastor. I've got some clientele where I bring my message to. So you will see that my message will speak more to you as a leader to deal with issues of foundations in order for your purpose to actually align with what God had given to you. And so when I get to wear that particular cape, I'm apostolic by nature. I've got a prophetic gift. And so even my teachings are so aligned in that area to bring the church into the place that it's been called. So you won't see me most of the time talking about, getting excited, going to Jerusalem, or dying and going to meet God. I'm more kingdom. I teach the kingdom on how you can get hold of your domain, how you can align with your domain here on earth. So that is what you will see me painting out there on my YouTube channel. The other aspect that you will see is just this thing I also love. I'm big when it comes to marriage. I'm a marriage specialist. I'm a marriage, expert. I talk about relationships. I talk about the power of how you can enhance your relationship with people, relationship with your spouse. So I teach a lot about marriage. I've actually even, authored the book, The Make of a Real Woman. It has been as a result of my belief in this particular institution called marriage. So those are the faces that you'll be able to see me whenever I come on YouTube, on the YouTube channel. I come to show up with my inherent gift. These are things that God has put inside of me. And that is exactly what you're going to find. If you've never watched any of my videos, you need to go there. It's Dr. Nellie Kangwa TV, and please subscribe. I'll be announcing soon what we are going to be giving out to amazing people. So before I bore you with a lot of sermons and a lot of talk, today is just celebration. So I'm expecting some questions. I need you to ask as many questions as possible, so that I can respond to your questions, and then I'll be announcing some, because some of you have to win something. But for you, my family members, okay, my daughters, my sons, I need you to share the video. I need you to get people, and if you get so many people, some of those people that you are going to get are going to win some things. But also, if you bring too many people, there are good things that are prepared for you. But before I announce that, I want to see how many things that are going on my Facebook. First, let me see what's happening on my Facebook page, and then let me see what is going on my YouTube. So, but then bring some questions. Let questions come, share the video, get so many people to come on board, and then let's get talking. So let me do that. Let me check on my YouTube. Let me check what's happening on the YouTube. Meanwhile, on Facebook also, there is a lot of activity going on here. Okay. Let's see. Comments, especially. All right. Okay, I can see a good number of people also on my YouTube here. Please ensure to subscribe. Wow, it's amazing. I see a good number of people here. I need to read some questions. Okay, questions are welcome. Okay, yeah, on YouTube, but there are questions on YouTube. Okay. Let me see. Oh, when am I starting the marriage series? Okay, I see you, Kalasa. You've asked a question when I'm starting my marriage series. We are going to start in August. Okay, in August, but there is already, I don't know if you've managed to watch some of the recordings that are on the YouTube channel. There is about, I think about 6 videos on marriage, but we are starting another series in August about marriage. But also I'm going to organize a live, a webinar, a live workshop where I'll be talking about issues of marriage. I'm going to again revisit, the impact, marriage has on a woman's career. I'll also talk about that, but I want to really lean in to talk about how to take your marriage to another level. And then I'll be talking about how to deal with infidelity. How do you deal with infidelity in your marriage? How do you forgive? How do you, because I get to deal with a lot of these issues, in my coaching sessions, where so many people are dealing with infidelity issues and they don't know what to do. They don't know how to forgive. They are so much in pain. So I'll be dealing with that series, and I'll be responding to most of those questions on how to heal. I call them the secrets to recovery, especially if you want to get your marriage back on course and your aim is not to divorce. Okay, so very soon we will start that. Let me see if there is another question here. Awesome, thank you so much, Pablo. Thank you. Okay, so how can one get over divorce? Like, I need to understand this question clearly. Are you saying that you are divorced, and so how do you get over divorce? Is that what your question is? So let me see if I've understood your question. How do you get over divorce? For example, if you've divorced, how do you get over it? In other words, it's important first and foremost for you to forgive yourself. You need to begin with you, and you need to deal with you first. You need to stop blame shifting. Many times people take long to heal, from the issue of divorce, because they are blame shifting. They are blaming the other person. The other person caused this, the other person did this and all. And when you are shifting the blame, healing takes long. You need to take it up, upon yourself, because you are looking to be happy again. You are looking to find joy again. And so take it in. There is a way in which you also contributed in one way or the other. And as you take it in, then it is important for you to know that there is tomorrow. You don't have to dwell in the past. You've got to now start opening your heart. When you are totally healed, you need now to be expectant, because there's another person that will appreciate you, because you will see that when you could still be entertaining. You need to let yourself to heal before you actually get to find yourself in another relationship. So that is another big topic, and I'll be dealing with issues of divorce, how to heal from divorce, and how to love again. Okay, how to love again. I'll be dealing with issues of stigma. How do you deal with stigma? Because many times when there's divorce, especially in Africa, you find that when there's divorce, a woman gets to suffer stigma. A woman is the one who gets to be blamed, for the divorce that has taken place. Even if probably the husband is the one who did wrong and there is a parting of company, you find that a woman will be blamed. So I'll be dealing with all those things which have to do with culture. How do you also face up with culture? How do you face up with stigma? You've got to know, even when you're making a decision to divorce, you've got to know that people are going to misunderstand you. You need to get ready for people to misunderstand you. And when you get ready for all that, you don't have to be reactive. You've got to accept what is going on in society, but you've got to find your place of healing, your place of happiness. At the end of the day, this matter concerns you. You are the one who was in pain. You are the one who probably made the wrong choice, and therefore you've got to rescue yourself, especially if you're in an abusive relationship. So divorce is a big topic, and it's got its own series. I think we'll run about 4 videos that will be responding to the issue of divorce, how to divorce properly, if there is such a way that you can divorce properly, and also how you need to heal before you can love again. Many times it is actually not good for you to immediately get to love. Just when you walk out of one relationship, you're actually hurting, and you end up hating the other person. So I hope I've answered your question, Ganta. I hope I spelled your name, or I pronounced your name correctly, Ganta, divorce. But look out for the video where I'll go into the details. Okay. Killian says, was inspired your life, and who do you keep the balance? How do I keep the balance? Who has inspired my life? Okay, I've got a mentor, my spiritual mom. She's been so amazing. She's really inspired my life. The way she was able to really deal with the marketplace when she was working, and the way she was dealing with her own home, her marriage. She's a woman full of wisdom. This woman has just inspired my life in the way she's just evolved to be the woman that she is. I really, really look up to her. And like I mentioned, there is no balance. You can't balance career and family. This is how I put it. So let me explain what I mean. Okay, the reason why I say you can't balance it is because balancing is like when this other thing is like this, you've got to tilt it this way so that there is a balance. Now, that is not my theory. My theory is that when you get into the marketplace, okay, this is how I look at life and how you can actually manage to give your very best to both departments. When you get into the marketplace, give the marketplace 101%. If you are working, if you're a professional, you're working for the bank, you're working for any organization, you better know your boss is not your grandfather. To understand your little baby at home, to understand that your husband, got home late, to understand that you are dealing with some emotional issues, your spouse has cheated. They don't understand that. So when you now get into the marketplace, you better know that you need to really be assertive and get that career boo, by the horn. Do everything possible. Give your career priority. When you've knocked off from work, you have now reached the gate of your home. You know, I've talked about this actually in detail on one of my YouTube videos. You need to know, if you're a woman, you need to know that now you've reached home, you need to kind of really get your declutter from the marketplace, and you are meeting your husband, you are meeting your children. So you need to give them 101%, because I say it this way: what is, you know, progression in career? What is success in career when you are leaving your family behind, or the family alone, and your family is disgruntled, your family is in pain, your family is not really part of you? I call it you are a needle without thread, where you are busy sewing your career, you are busy sewing, yet there is no thread on that needle. And when you look back, the whole material is open. How can you build your career and you are not paying attention to your family? So that is why I say there is no balance. Actually, there is you focusing. When you get home, focus on your family, focus on your marriage, focus on your husband. Know that, you know, whatever you were battling at work with and all that doesn't concern him. And therefore, when you get home, don't go there and pour all your pain of your workplace and all. You must be married to a husband who's a good listener, or a wife who's a good listener, to really get to understand your problems at work and all. But it is good for you to separate the marketplace and get home and be the woman that is expected. That is how I've managed to deal with this thing. So when I'm here, this is late, I'm here. I'm not thinking like, oh, so who's going to cook dinner for my husband? Oh, so who's no. I'm here and I'm here. 101% I'm here. I don't, whether he has eaten or not, at this moment, 101% I'm here. I'm giving this whole thing my 101%. Guess what? When I get in the car and I'm going home, there's nothing like, oh, it was so tiresome. The videos, oh my God, the recording today was, no. When I get home, my dear, I get to shower and I'm fresh, ready to meet up with my family, ready to meet up with my husband. And the rest you've got to watch, you know, from boardroom to bedroom, to get the whole detail of how I get to respond the issue of balancing. So there's no balancing per se. There's actually prioritizing and ensuring that you give whatever it is that you're doing 101%. Let me see if there are other questions. Are there any questions on Facebook? Let me see if there are any questions on Facebook. Okay, let me see here. Oh, yes, Ganta, you want to meet me in a few words already. Please, a series on this. Okay, no problem. You can pay. I like it. Let's strike a deal. If you pay for it quickly, I will come on. Okay. Dr. Fletcher, watching from Oxford. Should be a professor in NLP. Ah, wonderful. Are you saying I should be a professor in NLP, or you are a professor in NLP? I am actually, I teach NLP. I teach from self-discovery, self-development, life coaching, and NLP. So I get to get into people's minds, and I use, especially during my my coaching sessions, when someone comes, you know, into my office broken, they want to divorce, or their boss has done this, or things that whatever, I just get into, you know, becoming an NLP practitioner, because there are a lot of techniques that you get to use to get somebody into their resourceful state. And so when I sit with you for 30 minutes, you don't leave my office the same, because the moment I engage into the gear of being using, you know, neuro-linguistic programming, and I get to use the techniques that are allowed to be used with whichever client that walks up into my space, in whichever way that I'm dealing with them. Oh my God, it's amazing. It's amazing to actually use these techniques, because they are totally different from counseling and just life coaching. If somebody has just done life coaching without NLP, actually there's a difference, because the moment somebody has done NLP and you've become a master, like the way I've become a master, I'm a master NLP practitioner. Oh my God, you need to see me in action. Some of you, we need to book you in, for me to deal with some of the challenges you've been facing, the traumas that you've been going through, the unforgiveness. Maybe you were raped and you are having resistance with your spouse. So many things that could have happened, because whatever it is that you view, in the world, or whatever it is that somebody says and how you respond has been as a result of your internal representation. We actually view the world based on what we have stored in our unconscious state. And I do that as a training. I train life coaches. It's a full training. I actually certify NLP practitioners, and they become internationally certified. So yes, I do that also. Thank you very much. So we have to get talking, Dr. Fletcher, and let's see how we can interact and get our careers to another level. I'm not seeing a lot of comments on the Facebook. Am I missing some comments? Are there questions on Facebook? Okay, yes, I've seen one comment here by Gabisile. How do you deal with husband who's still attached to an ex-spouse after divorce, whereby they are communicating socially each and every day, or sometimes telephonically in your presence? How do you deal with such type of thing? First and foremost, you have to understand something, okay? I need to answer this very, very well, because I've dealt with this a lot. Now, if you are dealing with a spouse, okay, in this case, I think it's a husband, with this woman, it is something you need to know that communication may actually continue because of the children that are between them. That is why when you're marrying, somebody who's got children, you really need to get ready, because if there are children, this other person will always be in the picture. And this is why you need to be strategic as a wife. You need to be very strategic. You really need to overlove the children of your husband. When I say overlove, I'm talking about being strategic, because whatever it is that is going on between the mother, the ex, and your husband could be because of the children. So you've got to play in between. Now, you cannot earn the trust just there and then. You've got to earn the trust. Your husband has to, trust you. Remember, even when you show up in his space, he can't immediately trust you with his children there and then. So the mother to the children loves the children genuinely. You have just showed up. Okay, you've just showed up. And so you don't immediately just come and you think he will just let go of everything, and you've got a right to this and you've got a right to that. So it is very important, first and foremost, for you to establish the communication that will be taking place. Who will be in charge of the finances, for the children, school fees? Who will be in charge of the upkeep and all those? You've got to discuss. Now, how do you deal with this communication that is still taking place? And sometimes you can actually tell that the communication is getting for them to wanting to get back. It is sometimes the way you are reading it yourself. Okay, how are you interpreting their communication? Are you insecure with their communication? This is why in NLP, again, we say there is nothing out there except the meaning you give to it. What meaning do you give the communication of your husband and the ex? What meaning are you giving to that? It is important for you to understand that you've got to continuously build yourself, and continuously keep on understanding your man. What is it that could be causing him to still be communicating with the ex? What areas are there? So there are different things that could be causing him to communicate with the ex. Probably as you have showed up in his life, there are certain things that have changed along the way, and probably also your low self-esteem, the way you are pursuing him, so many things could cause him to start missing the ex. If that is not the case, it could be issues like I talked about, where there are children that are involved, and so they could be discussing children. So that is why slowly, strategically start winning his favor. You've got to be favored. You've got to be the one to appear to love his children more. When they visit, you better shower them with more love so that they, the children, are the ones that love you, mommy. They are the ones that are lobbying for your love. They are the ones that are lobbying for you. Because let me tell you, it has to do with your inside, your spirit. You know, how are you attached to them? Remember, when you are making a decision to marry somebody who's divorced, there are so many things you still need to be counseled in so that you understand that there's going to be certain things that you've got to deal with because he was already married. So preparation is very important. When you miss out on how to deal with a divorced guy that you are marrying, you tend to actually have a lot of trouble because you don't understand some of the things that you may have to face. So you need to be prepared, my friend. You need to get that basic understanding that the communication may still be there, but then how do you deal with it? It is not by you confronting it. You can't talk to her. Why are you talking to her? Why? You can't go that route, because that route is just going to cause him now to start hiding the phone calls when he wants to talk to her and everything. You've got to be strategic enough by pulling him towards you and ensuring that you are standing, in between and earning that trust, especially the issue of children. Earn the guy's trust by all means, my friend. When the children visit on holiday, my God, they don't want, it's like you do it, they shouldn't want to go back. You should make the children hate their mother. In other words, you spoil them to bits where they actually, want you more than their dad. You've got to be strategic. Remember, it's better to prevent certain things than cure. So prevention is better than cure. So whatever it is that you can do in your space, do it, my friend, because you need your guy to love you. Okay, let's see if there are other questions here. Please, you need to subscribe. So don't leave the channel without subscribing and without inviting other people. Okay, I don't have any more questions. Questions on YouTube. Let me see if I've got some questions on Facebook. Okay, so I will see if you have invited so many people. My team is looking out for you because you are going to win some books. So I've got 3 books that needs to go. Okay, 3 books that needs to go, or should I say 4? I think let me add. Let's draw. Okay, so it's my book, The Makeover of a Real Woman. Okay, you're going to win this book if you share. If I see that we have increased in the number of people that have subscribed and we know you are the one who invited them, you are going to win a copy of my book, The Makeover of a Real Woman. Another book that I'm going to recommend is this book that a friend of mine, a business partner, has written, Dr. Akanimo Odon, called The Graduate Code. I call this book my mentor because this book has helped me to structure my career life. You are going to win this book. So we've got these 4 books to go. Who's going to get a copy? Okay, you've got to go to YouTube and subscribe. Get some people to subscribe. Share, to as many people as possible. And as we follow up, we get to find out that you are the one who shared more. Randomly, they are going to pick about 4 people that are going to win these 4 books. Yeah. So if you are the one who's looking out to win, please just do that. Go and subscribe to go and invite people, share and let them subscribe, and then you are the one who's going to win. So I'm going to hand over these books to my team members who are going to follow you up. Okay, let me see if there are a few more questions as we'll be concluding. Let me see if I've missed any question here. Yeah. In case you wrote the question and I didn't see it, you can rewrite it. Thank you, Derek. I've got too much good energy. Thank you. Why don't you know me? We've known each other now. Derek, we've known each other now. Yes, I'm a woman full of energy. You get in my space. If we get to know each other, 90 days. And this is how I define my relationships, okay? If you come into my life, you come in two ways. Either there's something you are learning from me, so you come as a mentee, or there's something I'm learning from you. I don't really like wasting time in relationships. I love when you show up in my space, I get to understand your value. Either there's certain things that I really need to upgrade in my life, and so I'll need to really sit under your tutorship so that I can learn as much as I should. Or you've come and there are a few things that you want to learn out of my life, and I really give out in that way, and it is something that is very exciting. I give my whole, I give my best. You can ask most of the people that are in my team, those that I mentor. I just go out to do my very best to actually give out that which has been given to me. And so if you want to come on board, you want me to mentor you, you want me to coach you, or you want us to work together, you want me to conduct some sessions, some workshops, you want to be trained in self-discovery, self-development, you want to become an international life coach or an NLP practitioner, I do all those trainings. You want me to help you take your marriage to another level. Remember, I've been married for the past 28 years, and so I'm qualified, What have I done in 28 years, of married to one man? One man is the first man I've known, is the one man that I have up to now. So I've got worth of wisdom to help you on how to get your husband to support you if you're a woman. And also I'm able to, one thing that is so unique about my life is that when I begin to teach you as a man on how to love your wife and what a woman is expecting from you, what is it that needs to happen, I just go flat out in that. I also get a little crazy when I take it into the bedroom, because I'm also big in that, because it's not just about being married and having children. There's more things that need to happen, and I get to train a lot of people on how to make lovemaking exciting. So we can get all those sessions going if you're looking for me to really mentor you, to coach you, and help you get yourself on the market. Okay, so because I also do a lot of gymming, I gym a lot. Today I did about 150 jumping jacks, because I need to be healthy. I need to remain healthy. I need to evolve. And so I do a lot of dancing. Oh yeah, you are in my space. We go to town with it. Okay, let me see if there is more questions. What is the secret to your energy? Okay, diet, activities, prayer times. What keeps you moving? It's just what you've said. Okay, I've sorted my spiritual life. My spiritual life is something that, I love to talk about, and it's something that it just gives me so much joy. I'm very well connected with my maker. We talk, I've understood, that relationship, and so I'm holistic in it. I've understood how to relate with God. And then also I understood who I am, okay? I'm not defined by Mrs., by the way. Okay, single or married, you are going to see the same energy. I'm not defined by being called Mrs. Kangwa. Praise God, I'm married, but marriage is secondary. Primary is my purpose, and that was the first thing I had to first discover. Remember, for some of you who've listened to my testimony, it's on video. Where I grew up from, I saw that women were laid back, women were looking for love, looking to be loved. They didn't even know how to love themselves. They were looking to be loved. And then the person they are looking to love them also doesn't even know how to love himself. And so they want to extract something from somebody who doesn't even have it. I realized there is a mismatch here. What is it that people have missed out? And that's where the premise of my book, The Art of Manifesting Womanhood, first and foremost in the marketplace. Womanhood has to do with you understanding first your purpose. And so when you've understood your purpose, you know who you are. You now start giving love in the overflow. That's what I believe. You give your love in the overflow, where you've got this love all over you, and so your husband just comes into the overflow of what you are enjoying in your life, and you are assertive, and you are pushing your career, and you are this joyful person. People get to be attracted to you. Let me tell you something, ladies. Men are not attracted to your hysterical behavior, your frowning, your jealousy, your checking up on him, your what, all this fake thing. I'm telling you, it's not real. A man loves a woman who is assertive, a woman who's forward, a woman who's pursuing her career, a woman who's pursuing her purpose. And so when she's excited, a man wants an excited woman, not a gloomy woman, a woman who's checking, oh, who are you talking to? Who did you talk? Sometimes even when you can see that I think he's having some conversation with some chick, you simply ignore, you know. I call it reverse psychology. I need to coach most of you. Even when you know, he knows that you know something, you put him in reverse psychology. Let me tell you, there is nothing a man fears than a woman who hasn't opened her mouth when he knows that she knows and you haven't talked about it. You know, he will think you want to kill him, and you even ask him to, you want to even make love to him when you know that he's cheating. You know, you use reverse psychology. I need to train most of you ladies reverse psychology, where he has known that you've known and you don't talk about it. You don't ask him, because he knows that when a woman sees this, she will go ballistic, and you just go the opposite route. You don't talk about it, and then you grab his shirt and you just command him, can we make love? And you know, you do all the gymnastics. Oh, I'm forgetting I'm on camera. You know, I love this topic. I forgot I'm on camera. But anyway, you need to understand how to deal with some of these things. Let me tell you, when the moment you treat him like that, he will be surprised. Like, what's happening? Is she about to kill me? And there's nothing good and giving him that guessing. You know, he always wants to hunt for you. Many of you think like you are the one who has to be pursuing him. Men get bored. You know, if anything, when I did the research, they say they don't fall in love with carcasses. You know, an already dead animal. No, they want to always hunt. That's why you have to keep evolving. I don't know if I'm doing a conference now. I don't know what the question was. I don't know what I'm responding to. I'm just enjoying myself because it's just what I like talking about. I just like, you know, making people happy. I'm a destiny rescuer. I like rescuing people's destinies, just to push them into their greatness and for them to realize their great potential. That's just what I love to do, because I know when you realize your potential and when you get into your higher self and you are expressing your God-given gift and you are giving it out, you become the best mother, you become the best wife, you become the best husband. That's my belief. When you mess up with purpose, you mess up with the other. And then when it comes to this energy that I have, like I told you, I love exercising. I love, you know, healthy lifestyle, eating healthy, you know, and doing all the things that have to do. After all, this is my body. You know, this is my boss. So I don't do most of, many people do these things that for them to be loved, for the husband. No. Me, my husband gets the overflow. Everything I do is for me. And then he gets into the overflow and benefits the overflow. So that's what gives me joy, because I just love me. Okay? All right. Thank you, Fides, you're watching. Thank you, Pezo, you've kept watching. Katongo. Yes, reverse psychology. Yes, you keep evolving. All right. So please, let me see who's invited. So many people will be able to see that. If you are the one who has invited so many people, yeah, you're going to win. And you don't have to be PLD member. I need the new ones, new people. I need to see new app. I need to mentor more. So bring your friends, you know, so that I can help them become the best version they can become. You know, that's what I want. So we need numbers to shoot. We need you to get more people to subscribe to my YouTube channel, because it's rich with information. Talk about courts of heaven. I've gone into the details. I've talked about, you know, case studies. You don't have to fall down and vomit you know, for you to receive your deliverance. You need to understand spiritual mapping. You need to understand what is it that is going on in your family that can cause you to actually get caught up. What is it that is going on in your personal life? So I've gone into the details to paint the picture of what can cause the enemy to have a legal ground of contention over your life. I've done all those videos. So get people to listen and watch those videos so that their lives can be changed. You know, they can reach their higher self, because the moment you do that and then you come out of the battlefield where you're shouting at demons, you're just shouting and yelling and getting tired, my friend, there's a dimension where you have to meet with a judge and present your case. Just present your case and let the judge hear you. And with guidance that I give, you know, as I've taught in those, you know, YouTube videos, you get the judge to acquit you from whatever it is that you've been held captive, and you come out of prison. Stop begging the prison warder to release you. A prison warder can never release you. The demon cannot release you. You need to go to the judge. And all those topics, all those, you know, teachings are on my channel. I've done several of them. So invite people. Okay? Invite people, and let them like, let them subscribe. All right. Okay, we've got only 5 minutes to go and we call it a night. Any more questions before we close? Barbara, you need the graduate code. If you don't have graduate code, if you are in my life and you don't have the graduate code, unless you want to bless somebody, if you don't have graduate code and you are my mentee, unless you want to bless somebody. Let me see if somebody has got a question. We've got only 5 minutes to go, so if you've got any questions, please. We are celebrating 1 year. You know, 1 year. And when the celebration, I thought their presents. Were you not supposed to bring presents to me? So if you didn't do that, please, you need to bring presents to celebrate 1 year of this, you know, YouTube channel. We've done great as a team. It's been amazing. Okay, I can't see any more questions. Let's see on Facebook if there are any questions. Yeah, Barbara, you've really invited. I've seen that. You have really invited. Yeah. Oh, you want to bless somebody? Okay, I hear you. You've done such a great job. Okay, any more questions? We've got only 4 minutes now. 4 minutes to go. There, any questions? Okay, so in conclusion, if there are no questions, if there are no questions, I just want to encourage you to ensure that you take your brand on the virtual space. Get yourself on the virtual space, because we are in the global village. We are in the Internet of Things. Google must know you. When you place your name on Google, Google should not have epilepsy, you know, to search for you, looking for you and can't find you, and then goes, you mean? And they pick another person from China. No, you need to find yourself on the virtual space. That is where your brand must talk. If you don't know what to do with your CV, you don't know how to go there on social media platforms, that's why we are here. I'm here to help you. I'm here to rescue your destiny. I'm here to help you shape your purpose so that people can buy into that gift that is inside of you. I'm here to extract it because it's there. Every one of you, you've got something to offer, and the world is waiting to pay for that service, to pay for that product. But we need to help you package it properly. I've got a team that I work with who will help you to ensure that when you get yourself on the market, people will be looking forward to actually buy into you. Several things that I offer marriage counseling, not actually marriage counseling, marriage coaching, and I place you on maybe 6 weeks, coaching, where I share with you tailor-made tailor-made activity plans that get you into the resourceful state. If you're about to divorce or you are dealing with an unfaithful spouse, I'm able to help you on how you can bring him back or bring her back. Whatever it is that you're going through, be able to guide you and help you on how you can heal. Or if you want to divorce, I also help you on how to walk out smart, in a smart way, not emotional. There's a way in which you can deal with all these things. Are you looking to also get into a relationship? Ah, my God, I can help you to get in a relationship 24 hours. I mean it, I'm serious. If you have been failing to get hooked, I can teach you on how to get him. Just one date and he can't get over you. I know how to I know how to do that. Someone made a joke. Yeah, I can't tell you the joke, but I can actually help you to get hooked and the guy won't sleep and he wants to marry you like yesterday. I know I have got tools, but seriously, there's several people that I've helped to get hooked, and so you are next. So just show up and I'll be able to help you. I also do a lot of training, self-discovery, self-development, and certify you to be a life coach and an NLP practitioner. So there's several things that I get to do, and we are running a career coaching program. Also, we do career guidance. We want to help you to choose the right career and also to bring an alignment with your hobby and what you want to achieve. We get to help you to define your future self. How do you want to really bring yourself into the future, and how would you want to really network with other people, partner with other people. If you don't know how to speak, I also teach public speaking. How are you supposed to reach out to people and capture the audience the way I've captured you? You can see I've captured you, you're failing to leave. And so I teach on how to capture the audience. You can see now, you can imagine if we're physically together in a room, but even virtually, how can you capture people virtually so that they can stay hooked to what you're talking about? All those things are fully packaged inside me. You just have to ding, subscribe, or just holler me and I'll get back to you, and together we're going to have a great time. You will actually be very angry you didn't meet me 5 years ago when you meet up with me. So do have a lovely evening, since there are no questions. So we'll see you later. Bye-bye.